Hey guys, welcome back. I'm using a HappyDottingCompany stone from the molds that I got from there. Everything you need to know about these stone molds is in the description of this video. Where I get the molds, my 10% discount using my code Rachel's Rocks Canada if you visit Happy Dotting Company on Etsy. Now I've done this with a lot of my stones, so if you follow my channel, I like to start it off black and then I do one circle using my compass, and then I make a bigger circle using my compass so that there's like a frame around my artwork. And we're going to go back to that frame after, but right now we are going to do a mixture of Jack and Sally. So a half and half of Jack and Sally on this beautiful art stone that I made. Now it's going to look like a weird alien for a little while. I promise you it will come together and start looking a little bit like Jack and Sally from the movie The Nightmare Before Christmas. So if you're a fan of these two lovebirds, you are going to like this one. Of course, we're going to use my technique of drawing it out, filling it in with gold, cleaning it up, and then coloring it in like a coloring book until it's all colorful, but it's going to be dots. Instead of coloring it in with crayons, we're going to color it in with dots. And that's optional. You can just paint it up once you get it painted down, like the base of the design down. Then you can paint it in without doing dots. It's completely up to you. So this is going to look a little messy for a while. Bear with me. I am going to clean it up, and then you can pause it and take a look at it paused so that you know what it's actually supposed to look like, because I did pencil it on, but I wasn't completely happy with what it looked like afterwards, and I adjust it as I go along, as most artists do. So I adjust it until I'm okay with it. So I'm just doing a little bit of cleanup, getting rid of some of the pencil lines and thinning out some of the gold. This is the same techniques I use in most of my videos, where I do all my gold and then I clean it up and thin it out and just make it look a lot more precise, I guess. And then maybe it's a little bit of a perfectionist in me, so I apologize for that. But either way, I thought that this was really cool. I saw a tattoo where it was a half and half Jack and Sally, and I was just like, oh, everybody's been asking me for a Jack and Sally stone, so I thought I would try this one. And of course, he's got a cute little bat bow tie. So we have the bat wing. It's coming outside of the framework here. So it'll all come together as soon as I clean it up for you. So half of the face is Jack Skellington and the other half is his beautiful girl, Sally. And the tattoo, of course, was much more beautiful, much more detailed than what this is going to be. But I just thought it was really, really cool to combine the two of them together. So I'm letting some of the paint dry and cleaning it up as I go along. This one was a long one, so I've really sped it up and shortened it down so that you guys don't get too bored and have to watch an hour-long video with me. So I'm thinking of you guys. If I'm going really fast in the video, it's because I have high speed processed this video so that I can get all of this done and not lose my subscribers because of how long and boring it is. So I'm just putting in his little stitches on his mouth. She's also got stitches. She's got cute little red lips. I'm going to color it all in as soon as I get this all the way I want it. So I'm just going to chat with you until I have it the way I want it. I just reached over 40,000 subscribers, and it gives me butterflies in my belly. And I just want to thank everybody, because I couldn't do this without your support. I couldn't do this without the likes and the comments that you guys leave for me, and the stories that I've heard, and the people that I have met and gotten to know just because of my rock painting. And you guys are all so very special to me. So I just want to let you guys know, thank you. Thank you for every single one of you who has hit that subscribe button. Each and every one of you are a shining light on every single day when I wake up in the morning and I get to go through all of my comments. It's just the best feeling in the world to know that I'm helping someone, or that I'm giving someone the confidence to do this, or the inspiration, the creativity that they lost and have been struggling, and now they found it again. The thank yous that I get, those all go straight to my heart. So I just want you guys all to know that each and every one of you are so very important, and I couldn't do this without you. So I love you. And that's just what I wanted to get out. Thank you to all of you. So now that I've got it the way I want it, somewhat, she needs an eyebrow, and so does he, just a little one there. I am going to use a different kind of extreme glitter from Folkart. Usually I use hologram, but this time I'm going to use purple. For some reason, when I think of Halloween or when I think of The Nightmare Before Christmas, I think of purple. So I'm just going to go ahead and use purple glitter in the background. This will have a really nice effect once it's resined. It won't look that great until I seal it with resin. But once I do, each and every one of these little pieces of glitter is going to shine bright like a diamond. So we will see that at the very end of the video, I promise. So bear with me. My crew just got home and they are walking in the house. I'm hiding in the basement so that I can record this tutorial for you. So if you hear stomping like elephants, I'm not in Africa currently. It is just my family of boys. So if you hear that and it's distracting, I'm apologizing way ahead of time. So now that I've got my purple glitter on, I'm going to go ahead and start filling in the color like I would for with a coloring book, only I'm doing dots. So Jack Skellington, of course, if you want to take a look at pictures of him online, he is white. He's a skeleton, not a skeleton. Oh, I hear the elephants. Hi, baby. I'm going to have to pause this and come back to you shortly. Hey, and I am back. Everyone has settled and I am allowed to finish recording for you guys. So I am still where I was before, just filling in Jack Skellington's face here. He's all white and there's a little bit of white on his bat bow tie. And I'm going to do a couple of stripes on his suit as well. So if you're not sure what he looks like, take a look online on Google. Just look up Jack Skellington or Nightmare Before Christmas and take a look so that you can understand what it is that I'm doing here with his suit. It's a black and white striped suit. Now his bat has a little white eye as well, so I'm going to make sure that I put little white dots inside the eye. And then the other half, we got to worry about Sally. Sally has a little bit more color to her. Her skin is a bluish tinge, and she does wear a pretty patchwork dress, but we're only going to be able to see just the shoulder of it. So we're going to start off with some different colors to mix together. I actually mixed together French blue, white, and a little drop of aqua because it was just the easiest way for me to get close to her skin tone. So she's got like a zombie kind of skin tone to her, and it's a bit bluish with a tint of aqua. So I just mixed, like I said, white, French blue, and aqua to come up with this color. But you can choose what looks right to you after you look up pictures of her, maybe. So I am filling in with her eye. It's a little bit of a smaller space, so I'm using a toothpick. I always have toothpicks handy at my desk. And I'm just filling in her eye with white, and then I'm going to add on top of the gold pupil that I have there, I'm going to add a dot of black shortly so that she looks a little bit less scary. Now I did mix together Christmas red and berry wine to come up with her lip color. I will list all the colors in the description of the video so that you know exactly what I've used. So I'm filling her all in, just like I did with Jack Skellington. We're going to do a little trick with her hair to make it look like it's a shiny red hair. And we're going to do some shading techniques as well with the dots. So I'm just kind of going over the gold lines where the stitches are and going over with black so that you can see it a little bit better. I am going to go over her eyelashes with black as well after I finished her hair. So I'm using pure pumpkin, like a bright orange color, and I added a little bit of red to it just to make the orange a little darker. And I am starting off the top with that, and then I'm going to add just pure orange to make it look like there's a shine in her hair, and you'll see that shortly. Just to make it look like her hair is shiny. And if you once again want to take a look at pictures of Sally online, that's totally up to you. You do what you want. This is just my version of Jack and Sally mixed together. And I think they're pretty cool too. And this rock was kid approved by my 15-year-old teenager. So he thinks it looks cool. So that's good enough for me. I can't wait till you see it resined with all the glitter. The colors really pop out and it just looks amazing. So here I'm adding the bright orange color alone without red in it, and I'm just going a little bit down the strands of her hair in one area, and I'm also going to do a little bit at the top of her head as well to make it look like there's a little more shine at the top. And it just gives the impression that her hair is beautiful. Just adds a little bit. You, of course, don't have to do this, but I like to play around with my colors and my dots to give different effects to dotted artwork. I think it's fun. Now here, because it's like the underneath of her hair, I'm making sure that once I get close to her face, I make the dots a lot smaller, and I'm not going quite up to her face. So in the end, it actually looks like it's the back of her hair past her shoulder. And it looks like it's shaded there. I'm actually going to bring some of the hair around the front over the shoulder because I think it looks kind of strange with her hair being short like that. So because her shoulder's there, I'm just going to bring a little bit of hair around the front like this by just dragging those gold lines down all the way to the frame. And then I'm going to just dot it in right there, so that some of her hair is laying on the front of her shoulder, and then the rest is around the back. Looks a little bit better. And in the movie, her dress is, like I said, it's like all different quilt pieces all sewn together. So she's got like a patchwork dress. And so I'm just going by the photos and the stills of the movie to do the shoulder of her dress here. But it's unfortunate we can't see the rest of her dress because it's actually pretty cool. But we can see the shoulder. Now I am going to work on the outer framework. I'm going to use purple. I'm going to actually use an eggplant purple today. So I'm just going to fill in around the frame between the two gold rings. And I'm doing 2 coats of eggplant. And then I do a dial. I do lines around the circle. And it looks like a dial. And that's just something that I do all the time on a lot of my framework. And I love it. I think it looks really, really nice. So I'm going to do that. You don't have to. You don't have to do that kind of framework. Some people, you can also write in there around the circle in the purple area and just put, different sayings from the movie. I can't even think of any right now. I think there's one about them being meant to be or meant to be forever. I don't even remember. But yeah, you can write something around the ring if you want to in that purple area. But I'm not going to. I'm just going to put lines and make a dial frame like I always do. So this part here is optional. It's just one of my favorite things to do in my framework. Now here we get to see it resined. I love this part. This is my favorite part. Look at that purple glitter. That really stands out. Every single dot of color is standing out now. It just looks so beautiful. What do you guys think? Let me know what you think in the comments. Make sure you share it so that everybody can paint up a half and half Jack and Sally stone and hide it for Halloween. Great display for Halloween and Christmas. So I hope you guys liked this one. It was really fun to make it. And I'd love to see your version. So definitely post me pictures on my Facebook page at Rachel's Rocks. I love you guys. Keep painting.